Namaste everybody. So today's video is on energetic alchemy or energy alchemy. So alchemy is the transmutation of one form into another form. So when people think of alchemy, they always think of the great alchemist who can turn the bar of lead into gold, or can turn some kind of quartz into diamonds. That is alchemy, that's chemical alchemy. But there's something else, there's something called energy alchemy or energetic alchemy. So how do you energetically alchemize from one form of energy into another? It takes wisdom and it takes an old soul to be able to do this. And it takes a lot of heart, because to transmute the negative, the dark, into the positive, the light energy, isn't always easy. But my God, is it rewarding. So energy alchemy is when you can do it with emotions. You know, you can take painful emotions and alchemize them into that of love and light. I do this all the time. You can take a bad situation that you're in and alchemize it into the best time that you've ever had. You can even alchemize pain into pleasure. Now think about this. What some people call pain, other people call pleasure. You take an average person off the street, an average human being, and they will say pain is a terrible thing. But you take some rich judge or some powerful politician, and they will say that pain is orgasmic. Think about this. So what makes pain or pleasure either useful or unuseful for you? Just one thing: perception. Your perception is what determines whether pain or pleasure, negative or positive, darkness or light, is good or bad for you, is useful. Good. I don't like using the term good or bad. My higher self never uses the term good or bad, or very rarely. They say useful or unuseful, constructive or deconstructive. Or destructive, I should say, constructive or destructive. So, like I said, everybody's different, and there's no right or wrong answer to any of this. What is right for wrong is wrong for another. What is good for one is bad for another. What is light for one is darkness for another. What is useful for one is unuseful or destructive to another. To alchemize something, to alchemize an energy from one form into another, is a simple process of changing your perception. Now that sounds easy, but you need to understand some basic rules. There are some rules to this. These are the laws of the universe. There's a universal law, and it's called the law of correspondence, and the law of alchemization, or the law of alchemy. The law of correspondence states that there is only one scale. There's only one thing happening. So hot, and absolute cold will burn you. Right? The absolute cold will frostbite you. That's every bit as bad, if not worse. Every bit as bad, I'm going to say, as a burn from a hot ember or a red hot poker, right? Positive and negative are on one scale. There are just different variations in between that absolute positive and absolute negative. Everything is on a scale. Up and down is on a scale. Left and right is on a scale. If you keep on going left, you're going to end up all the way around the circumference of the earth, and you're going to end up on the right. Okay? If you go all the way right, then you're going to end up left. Can you see now? Everything's on a scale. Pain is on a scale. You can use your mind, you can use your wisdom and your mind to turn something that is hurting you and torturing you into something that can even feel pleasurable, just by changing your perception and changing the way that you think about it and changing your thought process. There's the nocebo effect and the placebo effect. It's the same thing. Your mind is ultimate. Your mind is the prime source of your perception. There is only mind. The law of mentalism, another universal law, states that everything, all, is mental. So how you alchemize is by using your mind. The nocebo effect states that if you tell somebody that they've got 4 weeks to live, about 40 to 68% of people will die in 4 weeks, whether they have any disease or not. And it's the same with the placebo effect. When you give sugar pills to about 48% to 54% of people, they will suddenly get better, even from deadly diseases. What does that say about the mind? Where are your primary thoughts focused? Is it on lack? Is it on dis-ease? Or is it on ease? Okay, this is only a short video for today, but I hope that gets your brain cogs thinking a little bit. And pay more attention, be more mindful. Where do your primary thoughts rest for most of the time? Be mindful and watch your thoughts. Something I've had to start doing just lately. Okay, namaste.